Why do we eat unhealthy food?
Because we want to. Because we want to.
Yeah, because we want to, but we know diabetes has the genetic part and the habits part, okay? So considering you got type 2 diabetes because of unhealthy habits, we're gonna talk about nutrition today. So I've thought about 5 reasons why we eat unhealthy food. The first one I would say is because we don't have enough knowledge or understanding of our physiology, of our body's physiology. We don't really understand how dangerous and harmful it is to eat. For example, you know, the palm oil that they put in all the donuts and the Nutella and all these super addictive foods that we just go crazy for. So the first thing that comes up to my mind is when you're eating that palm oil filled sugary treat, is that fat going down into your arteries, covering the walls, reducing your blood flow to all your organs and your whole body. If you take a donut and you press it, or you just rub it between your hands, you're gonna have so much oil, fat, and sugar on your hands. Imagine that inside your arteries, inside your body, surrounding your organs. Your body works so hard to make every system work in your body, and you need to be aware of that. You need to know how hard it is for your body to work properly each day. Your heart is beating every second. It doesn't stop, sorry. It doesn't stop. So basically, if you're sitting and relaxing and you're watching a TV show, or you're just, eating with a friend, that heart keeps pumping all the time, it doesn't stop. And if you keep feeding it this crap, your body's gonna try to get rid of it, but at some point, it's gonna stay stuck in those arteries and it's gonna block your blood flow. If we have more understanding of how the food we eat acts inside our bodies and what it brings us in terms of nutrition, by that I mean the micronutrients, the minerals and vitamins that each food has, we're gonna start making better choices, because those foods I mentioned before, they don't bring you anything good. Anything. It's like short-term pleasure, and then you're stuck with all the fat inside. And that fat is hard to get rid of. It's really hard to get rid of. I'm not talking about all the chemical components they put inside, because palm oil is one thing, but the preservatives, colorings, flavorings, that wreaks havoc on your body. Okay, so that was number one. Understanding how our body metabolizes the food, how it becomes inside. So you'll tell me, okay, but doctors who know a lot about physiology and health, some are overweight and they smoke, and they know everything about physiology and how our body works. I agree on that, which brings us to number two. Number two is emotional distress. It's short-term pleasure. You're eating because you're not satisfied from your life, from your work, from your surroundings. So you shut down this pain with food. That's the number two reason why we eat unhealthy food. This can turn into a habit. This is why it's dangerous, because when we are in emotional distress and we use food as a way to curb the pain and short-term pleasure, like I said, it turns into something we're gonna use every day. So don't get me wrong, you're not in emotional distress if you're eating junk food once in a while. But there's a difference between eating junk food once in a while and eating junk food every day. Okay? Number 3, stress. Not having time to make sure we have healthy food at home. Not making time for meal prepping. Preparing your meals in advance is like, I think it's like the number 1 tool that's going to help you really, really eat so much better than you are right now. Because having something ready is like, it doesn't let you make an unhealthy choice, because you know you've got your tupper, you've got your vegetables, your carbs, your rice or whatever it is, quinoa, and a source of protein ready for you in the fridge. You're not gonna go pick something like a hamburger or something if you've already made the time to prepare your food beforehand. So that's really, really important, and that's number 3. Too much stress, meaning we're running to work, we don't have time to eat, we grab something on the road, that something is obviously not going to be something healthy, and then we come back home, we're super tired, we're not going to cook because we're tired, we eat something else that isn't healthy. So that's number 3. Stress, not having time to prepare healthy food. Number 4 is a medical condition. We could have a sugar addiction, we could have an addiction to the MSG they put in all the junk food in McDonald's, and I don't want to say, I call fast food restaurant names right now, but you know, MSG is monosodium glutamate, and it gives a very distinctive flavor to food because it's a mix that makes you really want to continue eating. We're talking about burgers, french fries, all the junk food you can imagine. Then there's the combination of fat and carbs. That's very interesting. I'm going to talk about that in another video, because when we mix carbs with fat, it makes us want to eat more. It's time for our last reason for eating unhealthy food, which is not giving a damn, not caring. Why is it the last reason? Because it's the most unlikely one. I obviously truly truly think that we do care about what we eat. And that's why it's the last number on my list. I do think we really care about what we eat. We really care about being healthy. But it's perhaps not a priority for us because we're not thinking long term. We're thinking short term. We're not seeing how dangerous this could be for our health. So yeah, we live moment to moment without paying attention to the consequences of eating unhealthy food. Okay, so I hope this helps, and it's an important thing, because if you understand why you're eating unhealthy food, you can take steps to control the reasons and get rid of them. Okay, so hope this helps, and I'll see you on the next video.